stuff. Like Drew is the master taster or something, and he'll come in and he'll open up that barrel and he'll say, that right there is Buffalo Trace. Then he'll go to another and open it up and say, that right there's Pappy. Then he'll say, that right there is Weller. What is the best bourbon out there? Well, you just said it was Blanton, so you're confused. Am I frozen, Van? It looks on mine, I'm frozen up. Larima's on here. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good to see you. I'm glad you're on here, Fejo. Damn, what's wrong with my Camry? Hump day. I'm frozen on here. This is just like, yeah, there we go. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this right. I don't know if I can get it right. I'd like to be able to talk to people, but damn. All right. What day is it? It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'll be in Orlando tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow morning, then going to Orlando, and I'll be back on Sunday, just so you know. But I will be here watching you. Before we get started, Josh, what do we always take the time to do? You look odd this morning, Benton. You're getting on my nerve. Hey, whoa. Congratulations on a phenomenal day yesterday, Fejo. Or Benton. Which name is better, Benton or Fejo? All right. 60 seconds of gratitude. Let's start. Fejo/Benton. We don't know what he should be called. 130 calls. Talked to 17 people for longer than 2 minutes. Talk time of nearly 2 minutes. Didn't set an appointment, but hey. Kaylin, she made 50 phone calls, talked to 2 people, set an appointment. Larima, sick, real sick, still hit her target, 51. Hayden McKee, 60 calls. Andre, 53. Noah, oh, damn. What happened to you yesterday? What happened to you?
I didn't hit my target.
What are we talking about this morning? If you look on here, the morning grind, why do we talk so much about goals and targets around here? Do y'all know why I talk so much about goals and targets? How do you feel? I'm glad you're back.
I'm glad to be back.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling much better.
Do you feel like you had COVID?
I don't believe I had COVID.
What do you think you had? Just a virus?
Just a little bug, yeah.
Just a little bug. Okay. Was Weatherman sick for a few days too? And did Shawan get sick? If Shawan's sick, does she even tell y'all?
No.
She don't, does she?
Not
Does
really.
your dad?
You can just tell because he's just out of his element.
But he don't really say it, does he? Why do you think they do that? I've noticed that about them. Well, it's like this morning while I was talking to this lady I was on the treadmill. We're going to get started in the goals and targets in a second. But I'm trying to build my muscle right now because your body hears everything your mind says. So she asked me, how you feeling this morning? I'm like, I'm a little tired, and I caught myself. And I'm like, I'm changing that. I was stiff. I changed that. So, like, whenever y'all are talking to me about your problems, I'm trying to get better at not feeding into them because I'm trying to change my problems. I'm not trying to give myself more problems. So, we're talking about this morning is goals and targets. Why do you think the targets and the goals are so important for me to impress? What are y'all talking about over there? What's going on over there?
Drink my water.
Why do you think I talk about goals and targets so much around here?
They're important.
They are important, but there's an end result that I'm really looking for.
So you get what you say you're going to do done.
Acceptable, Benton. Next. Why do you think the goals and the targets are so important?
Because you're having to stay committed to be successful.
Acceptable. Baby calf.
I think it's deeper whenever you can commit to something and actually get it done. You build on what you get done.
3 acceptable answers. Noah.
I feel like goals and targets are very important because a lot of people have them, and sometimes they just kind of linger in your head, but you never go after it and commit towards it. So.
Okay. Acceptable. Gracie.
I think that it helps you sustain momentum.
Okay. All those are acceptable answers. Van, would you like to take a stab at it?
I think it's to get to 1,000 homes.
Okay. Everybody had an answer. See, here's like if some people might come in here and I ask them a question. The reason why I'm asking you a question is not always to see if you get the right answer. It's do you have a point of view that you can speak on? You ever notice that, Fayho?
Yep.
Have you? Yep. So Larima said results. Tammy Burton, happy hump day. Hayden's on here. Good morning. Good morning. Hayden did hit his target. He did come in here on time. The reason why I'm so big on goals and targets is because I want you guys to have a different life. Imagine a life that you would want. What would it look like?
I'd be wearing that shirt every day.
I'd be living here every day. My life would be zooming me in, be looking at y'all. Who's in there? Who ain't in there? Who's hitting their target? Oh, let me look it up. Has anybody ever been to watercolor? Have you ever been to watercolor? Have you? Watercolor. See, you ought to be wanting to live down there. You ought to want to have a house down there. What kind of life is it that you really want? See, some people never take the time to visualize and plan a life that they want. So what they end up doing is they work hard, they suffer, but they never get the reward of the good life that they want. How many of you ever worked hard and nothing ever changed? Me. I'm a lot older than y'all. And most of my life I was doing things, but I couldn't justify why is it worth it. Why is this really worth it for me to do all this? Now I'm clear on what I want. There's a place I'm trying to get to. There is a GPS in my brain. I write this stuff down every day. Have you wrote your goals down lately?
I haven't.
Has anybody?
Nope.
Well, the reason have you over there? You writing down? Have you wrote them down lately?
I wrote down my personal goals for
What?
today.
Today already? Okay, I like that. What that's telling her is it's giving her this little spiritual agreement one day of what she's going to have. She's bringing attention to it. The reason why I'm on you about your targets and your results is because y'all can't do it yourself yet. That's why you got me. That's why you got me, because you would not do this if some asshole wasn't on you. Have you done this? I wouldn't do it either in the gym with Rod. The reason why I do it is last month my expenses was what, Van? Where's that note? $42,000 last month, so that forces me to do it. Do you see what I'm saying? So what I do is I return the favor to you guys. You will get more out of your life if you've got somebody that you believe in. If y'all didn't believe in me, you wouldn't do what I say. And you would contest everything. But do you feel like you're being the most productive you've ever been in your life? You're young.
Absolutely.
What about you?
For sure.
Do you are you sure? Are you certain of that?
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
100%.
Being the most productive.
Absolutely.
I feel like I could do more.
I like that answer. Because you're always. But do you feel? See, what you're building right now is your purpose. A lot of people, they're kind of dicking off saying, I just hadn't found my purpose. I haven't found my why. You'll hear people say that. I don't know what I want to do. Guess what? It doesn't find you. You go out and you create it. Over the last, let's look at Fayho this year. This year, this is what Feo has done to build his purpose. 4,000 phone calls. He's talked to 534 people. He's set 43 appointments. That's what you've done this year. Now, you're on this mission to hit these goals and these targets every single day. What will be the result if you continue to do this in a year? 2 years?
I'll be a machine.
Yeah.
I'll learn.
We talked about this the other day, though. See, if you can keep this commitment up, do you think, how much better do you feel like you can get on the phone? How much better can you get around people? How much room is left for you to go?
So much.
How do you feel back there, baby calf?
I mean, how much more can I grow?
Yeah.
I feel like, it's endless. And what we do, you can always get better. You can always learn.
Hey, what's your middle name?
Pruitt?
What's your first name, Thomas?
Yeah.
TP. I thought that bottle was at the alley, was going to go. Hey, Blake. Fayho, bring me Blake's bottle, too. I want to give a shout out to Blake Pro for bringing us up a bottle of this. This is going to the alley this morning. Thank you for bringing that up. Blake, this is your bottle right here. I need to get this out. Man, I need. How do I get this out? Who wants a sip of this guy? This right here, Blake brought this by the other day. We really appreciate that. We'll put you up here, Blake. Man, we're going to start a little bourbon club up here. But this right here, thanks for saying something about that. This will be at the alley today. I'm going to take it up there. The packaging doesn't look great. I didn't want it to look great. You know why? I wanted everybody to say, look at that. Like if you, which one of these is going to stand out more?
Tom Left. GoodTimeTommy.
Which one stands out more, Pruitt?
The one with that.
This one or this one?
The one with that good-looking dude on it.
That's exactly right. That's why we put him on there. So whenever you go up to the alley today, you are to tell them, I want a shot of that GTT. But Pruitt is a guy that's been coming over here. He don't even work here. He's like Kramer in that Seinfeld episode. Have you seen that episode? He doesn't even have a job there, but he's going into work. Have you ever seen that? Pruitt doesn't even work here, and he comes over and he calls every single day. How long have you been doing this? And don't lie, because I know how long it's been.
A little less than a week. Like last Thursday, I think.
So you haven't even really, has he even really gotten started yet? Have you noticed any shifts, any changes? Is there anything changing in you?
Yeah, my mindset.
Well, see, you're going to feel like, here's where Drew is going to get to. Okay, he should get there first because he's been doing this. He's going to feel like everybody he calls, he can shut down. That's when you start becoming the magician. Let me call him. Because I feel like I'm prepared. The way you get here is by hitting these little targets every single day that nobody wants to do. Success is not complicated. It's just no fun. Because you do these same little things every single day. And then I come in here and I'm watching all day. I feel like if I were to leave and go play golf, I'd check on that leaderboard and guess what it would look like. I just feel like if I'm here, the leaderboard improves. Would it improve if I was gone?
I feel like we're going to hit our targets either way.
Do you?
I feel the same way.
Do you? What do you think, Noah? Coming from a man that hit 27 phone calls yesterday.
I do think when you're not here, it's less. I mean, the accountability is not as serious as much, you know.
Okay, so what, y'all will be getting to another level if y'all don't even need me here. Think about that. Then, like, whenever you are at another level where you don't need me, then you can instruct others to get there. Like, I'm trying to work on Hayden to get Gracie there. Gracie don't need him. As a matter of fact, she might be in charge of him. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. How do you think it's going to go? Talking to you.
We'll see.
How do you think it's going to go?
I've learned a lot from Hayden, so
Could Hayden push you more?
I think everybody could always.
Could Hayden push you more?
For sure.
How could he push you more?
I mean, he does a great job. I don't
I
know.
understand that, but how could he push you more?
Um,
We'll sit here and
just
keep
checking
doing
in
this.
on me more. Just
So he's not putting enough attention on how are you doing. He's not giving you enough accountability. Yeah, because he's not giving himself enough accountability. I check my shit every 15 minutes. Hey, what's going on? What have we done? What's going on? And because I can do that, it's easy. How often do you feel like I'm asking you? How many times? How often, just say, do I check in with you?
about every 30 minutes.
Do you feel like how often do I check in with you?
Very often, probably once an hour.
More than anyone else, though.
At least once an hour.
Okay. Well, the reason why I'm asking y'all that is to get attention and awareness on yourself. See, Fayeho is getting to the point to where, Benton the third. Are you a junior? Benton the third. Are you a
How
third?
about just Josh?
Because you ain't good enough to be Josh yet.
That was Josh.
You ain't good enough. Whenever you're blowing deals, I can't call you that name. You've let yourself down blowing these deals. Let's call you something else until you get your name back. We can't call you Josh yet. Josh was your name given to be great.
You got to close on that name.
You got to close yourself on that. Do you think you're Josh right now?
The way that you put it now, no.
You're working to become Josh. And you're working hard. You're working. I feel. Hey, Zena says Joshua. Does she know your middle name is Benton? We're gonna start
No,
calling
I've
you.
never told her.
Well, we're gonna start telling her your name is Benton until you become great. How far away are you?
From
Being
my
great?
name?
Not from being great.
Oh. Got a long way to go.
See, I think you're getting close. I think you're pursuing it very quickly. She said yes. I feel like you're in a hurry to get there. 130 calls yesterday, 130 calls the day before, something like that. Those you get frequent before you get great. Always remember that. The way you're going to become really, like I told Drew the other day, what if I had to go out and play golf today and I'm like damn good? And I went out there and guess how good I was? I was terrible. You know why? You know why I was terrible? Because I ain't frequent. Call him small guy, little mine.
Who said that?
Your wife. If you really want to make him mad, call him little. Hey, here's what Noah told me. He took a picture, or Pruitt told me this. That picture was the same physique, just in different lighting that you put on Facebook.
Yep.
Try to get credit for it.
Yep.
Is that true? You said that,
I took
didn't
that
you?
picture on the same day.
Did you? Same. You just went to different gyms. I heard. Where was the second picture taken? What gym?
Anytime Fitness. Took it on a weekend.
What if somebody saw you back there doing it? Would you been embarrassed or did you care?
Somebody did see me. I think. Like,
Hey, are you hitting your targets? See, everything improves once you introduce targets to your life. Too often, people look at the end of the year. Well, how am I looking? How am I moving? How am I doing this? Man, targets are daily. You've got your targets down daily in the weightlifting and your diet, your discipline, and all that is transferring over here to this area. See, you're probably not just going to become great in one area. You're going to move greatness in multiple areas if you continue to do what you're doing. And everybody else, you become great with frequency. That's how Tom Brady got great. That's how all the people get great. That's why I'm on y'all every single day is because one day I want you to have a life that you're like, this is ridiculous. This is a ridiculous life that I created, and that's something that nobody can take away. So if you're watching this, do you have these little targets that you pursue every single day? These guys have these targets that they've agreed to that every single day they do them. Every single day they're pursuing a target because of this big goal. They need to hit these targets to hit that big goal. Do you have a big goal that you want? Like a specific big goal. Drew, do you have a specific number of cash, or do you have something in mind you want to get?
Yeah, I want to make 200 this year and sell 35 houses.
Is that your goal? Okay. Well, see, that's got to be big enough to where it forces you whenever you don't feel like doing nothing. Like that one day, he came in here and he wasn't calling and he gave me an excuse. I don't feel good. Remember that? What'd I say? You don't deserve to feel good. Make your calls and you'll feel better. He made his calls. What happened? Felt better. Everybody, create targets every single day. They need to become always. You always do this. Have a great day. Shut us down, Van Grafton.